Welcome back. Well, no parent wants to see their child in pain, and when a mental health crisis hits, it can often feel overwhelming. But the good news is you do not have to navigate it alone. Connecticut's urgent crisis centers offer immediate walk-in support for kids and teens, no appointment needed. Here to tell us more, we are joined by Lisa Otto, the CEO of the Child and Family Agency, and Kristen Presido, Vice President of Child Services at Wellmore Behavioral Health, on how these centers are bringing hope. That's what we're going to talk about today, healing families across our state. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Lisa, very important work that you do, and I first want to talk about the issue at hand. You know, teens can experience mental health crises, and you were telling me that the age actually is getting a bit younger. You're seeing younger children experience this as well.
Absolutely. We've been seeing a mental health crisis among our teens and children starting before the pandemic, honestly, but it got worse through the pandemic, and we're still seeing children and teens in more acute mental health crisis at younger ages than I've ever experienced in the course of a 25-year career.
Absolutely, which is why it's so important what you do, what you have to offer. Kristen, tell us about your walk-in centers and really what they offer parents and teens.
Absolutely, I'm happy to. So the Urgent Crisis Center is meant to be an alternative to the emergency room. So if a child is in a mental health crisis, feeling big feelings around anxiety, depression, exposure to trauma, but also feeling perhaps suicidal or having some out of control aggression, the hospital is not a great place to settle them down and create problem-solving conversations. The Urgent Crisis Center creates that safe space to help us find a solution that's going to work differently for the child and the family and keep the child and family safe.
Yeah, it's important to have that. And Lisa, what are ways that you find solutions or help them diffuse the situation?
Absolutely. So one of the things about children and teens is that they often don't have words yet to express what's going on with them.
Yeah.
So our staff are really, really good at understanding behaviors and talking to parents and caregivers and understanding all the different things that they're struggling with and finding words for it and helping the family to either identify new resources that they haven't thought about yet or use the resources that maybe they already have a little bit differently and just send them out with a different understanding of why their child's struggling and what they can do.
I think that is great. And Kristen, what's so wonderful is that no appointment needed. People can walk right in. You do have multiple locations around the state.
So there are 3 locations for the Urgent Crisis Centers. So Wellmore's is in Waterbury, Child and Family Agency is New London, and the Village for Family and Children's has one in Hartford. No appointment is necessary. It's fine if you want to call and give us a heads up that you're heading in, but you can walk in with no appointment and be seen within minutes.
It's incredible. And Lisa, what's a sign out there just for parents wondering that they should bring their child or teen to one of these centers?
Yeah, so radical changes in behavior. So a child or a teen who previously was engaged and happy and had friends suddenly isolating. Certainly teens and youth who are self-harming, who are making any comments about suicide, whose behaviors have gotten suddenly really different or more out of control. So more calls from the school that your child's suddenly involved in fights, they're really getting in trouble with school staff. Those can all be signs of mental health crisis.
Yeah, so important for parents out there to know, and great work again that you both are doing. Thank you so much. And I want to let our viewers know that if they'd like to learn more, ucchelp.com, that's your website.
Absolutely.
You can also head to WTNH.com. We'll list all the resources for you there. Thank you so much.
Thank you.